Hi, my name is Ben. Welcome to the Cardiac HOOS podcast, where we talk about everything UVA sports and, well, a bunch of other nonsense. I'm joined here with Mills and Sean, and I want them to tell us a little about themselves. So, Sean, tell us about being a UVA fan and what it's like and how you became a UVA fan.
Yeah, I've been a lifelong UVA fan. My family has ties in the area, so growing up all through school, big UVA fan. Followed the team. My first game was a UVA football game versus Temple, way back when. Went off to college once I graduated. Full UVA, hardcore, like just been a big fan. Got my season ticket holder or season tickets 8 years ago with the start of the Bronco era, and I've just been loving it ever since. I got my two best friends here, Mills and Ben. These guys keep driving me to be even bigger fan, and we're just here. There's a passion project of ours. We want to get together weekly and talk about Virginia sports. So that's why we're here. I'm excited. My first highlight of being a UVA fan has got to be seeing us beat Tech at home a few years ago. It was absolutely electric. A lot better than seeing Virginia Tech rush our field last year. So, Mills?
Yeah, kind of like what Sean said. I've been a UVA fan my whole life. My sister actually cheered there, so that kind of drove it even more. It's been fun. Ben, Sean, and I, we talk about UVA sports all the time. So we decided to do this podcast as one of my highlights. I'm gonna have to kind of piggyback off Sean. So the 2003 when we beat Tech with Matt Schaub and Wally Lundy and those guys, probably one of my lowest moments. It's probably the 2014 College World Series loss to Vanderbilt, but they also turned around the following year and won it all. So, yeah, Ben, what about you?
Well, my dad was a UVA fan. He moved around a lot as a child, but he became a UVA fan during the Ralph Sampson years, and he always encouraged me to be a fan as well. I just really didn't lock into a lot of different sports teams. I loved playing sports. Played a lot of different sports growing up, but as a fan, I think really UVA is really one of the only teams that I've just been locked in. I think it's because of the camaraderie I have with not just these two guys, but with the UVA community itself. Um, Really though, I mean, there's been some really awesome, exciting times. I mean, it's easy to say, the national title or beating Tech, but I think that the times I've really enjoyed the most have really been some of the tailgate shenanigans we've had, the food we've eaten. As far as a low point, probably that time I drove back. No, I'm just kidding. But but no, that's what I've really looked forward to, and really just talking with my buddies. And I'm sure you said it with your friends a time or two. Hey man, let's start a bar. Let's open up a bar. Well, I think nowadays it's, hey, let's start a podcast. And we're just talking about the stuff that we talk about. And we really, I don't know, I guess we think you'll be interested. But no, I hope that you guys enjoy, and we throw some perspectives at you and you just enjoy listening to UVA sports. There's not a lot of podcasts out there about it. So we felt like we could lend a voice.
And the good thing about it, we're 0-0, start of a season. So we can only go up from here, right?
Well, yeah, we'll talk about football a little later on, but this podcast, the first part of the podcast, we're really going to really just focus in on football, but we'll probably we're going to talk about all the sports, even the ones that nobody probably pays attention to except for Mills over here who texts us this or that. And, you know, we're excited to talk football. There's a lot to be excited about. So, Sean, I mean, is there anything else?
Yeah, I'll add. None of us are football gurus by any means. I can play a mean college football 25, but we're not big football mindset folks. We're just sports guys. Just want to hang out, have a conversation. This is more so just as our phone call each week after a game. Hey, what'd you like? What you didn't like? Hey, you see what the basketball team's doing? You see what recruit we brought in? This is what this podcast is going to be about. Virginia sports from three guys who just enjoy the games. We enjoy the sports. I mean, we went to the ACC tournament together last year for basketball, and that was the time of our lives. We had a really good time. We golfed, we watched basketball, see them beat them up on UNC in North Carolina. That's a second high. So, I mean, this is just going to be a lot of fun for us. And, we hope you follow along with us, interact with us on our socials. But this is going to be a passion project from three good friends.
So, Sean, you said you're not a guru, but you do umpire Little League baseball. So you do know the game of baseball.
I definitely know the game of baseball. I
think your dad dabbled a little bit of volleyball umpiring as well.
Very well rounded when it comes to sports. I played basketball, played soccer, and baseball, basketball, soccer. So I got some experience under my belt, but it's nowhere on the collegiate level.
Yeah, I guess I'm the guy that knows all the Olympic sports. Your soccer, cross country. I did run in college, so I got a little background in that.
Yeah, we all know you're the best at exercising, but if you won't figure out by now, there's one of us that has run a marathon, 5K, whatever.
Ironman.
Oh, Ironman. Yeah, we knew that would come out at some point. I mean, I think he scraped the
Sponsored
sticker
by
off
Little Debbie.
I think he scraped the sticker off his car already, but what do you know? But that kind of wraps it up. I mean, unless you guys have anything else to add, that's really what the show's about. And it's just a couple bros talking about UVA athletics and some ACC stuff. And you can also catch us in a couple other spots, but
catch us on X. It is at Cardiac HOOS. So just go follow us on there, and we'd love the support.